Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today I'm doing my US stock market portfolio review. So this is where I show you my US stock market portfolio, and I do this series every month to show you guys, just keep up that transparency so you can see how my positions are all doing, my position sizes, any changes I make, and just that you guys know that what I talk about, I actually have investments in them, and any stocks that I talk about, like, you know, a while ago that suddenly don't disappear off the scene. I haven't, just gone, oh, that's not worked out, I'm going to sell it at a loss. Like every investment I ever make and every stock that I buy, you can follow it along in this portfolio series that I do. It's the one that I've done on the channel for a very long time, over about 4 years now, so you can see everything. And one thing that I always think about as well is like the stocks that are always sold out at profit. Obviously when you do a portfolio review you never see them. This is like what I'm currently holding. But yeah, there's a few decent gains in here still in there that I haven't sold anyway. Some stocks I'm holding for a very long time. And yeah, I'll spend about a minute on each stock and what I plan to do with every company. So if you could smash the like button. The portfolio reviews are not doing that well at the moment. I'm not going to lie, the views are doing not very good. So just smashing the like button, that really helps, because I think people don't really care about transparency too much. But I know a few people out there do like to track along how the portfolio is doing and everything like that. And if you do want to see my UK portfolio, I did that one a few days ago as well. So yeah, we'll get onto my portfolio. Where if you do want to know when I'm buying and selling companies, there's a link in the description to my Patreon, and on there I always post when I'm buying and selling, like these companies on here. And also we do 2 exclusive videos a week on there, and there's also a Discord on there. But if you want to see my UK portfolio, I did that a few days ago as well. But we'll start off with my Giro account. So I've got a Giro account and Trading 2 and 2. Those are the 2 brokers that I use. And if you do want to join them, there's a link in the description. But we'll start off with my Giro one, and we'll start at the top. And like I say, I'll spend a minute on every company. So we'll start off with Alibaba. This is probably, at the moment, a lot of the Chinese stocks aren't performing. I don't know if you've noticed that as well, but a lot of the Chinese stocks aren't performing. They're out of favour. But as always, at some point they probably will come into favour, and the rotation will happen. But at the moment, yeah, they're definitely out of favour. I'm currently up 7% on this one. I am thinking about maybe buying a bit more on my Trading 2 and 2 account, but this is some shares that I've had of Alibaba for about a year and a half-ish. I actually sold about half of my position in August 2020, which seems like a very good move now, because that was the late near 52-week highs. Just when it's been on a good run, sell half my position, and it looks pretty good decision. And those are still the shares that I am holding. Next up is Canval. So this is a overall, one thing that I would like to do in my portfolio is actually sell. I think I just have one too many positions. Not too many, like I'd probably like to get rid of about 3 positions. So yeah, that's something that I am looking to do at some point over the course of this year. This could be one of them, because Canval is a company that I've held since I think I've had it since 2018, and bought this company, thought it's a little bit undervalued, get a bit of a decent dividend. And then obviously we had the CV situation happen in 2020. The stock has got killed. At one point I was down like 80%. And I have averaged down a bit on this one. People always say, but why didn't you average down? And I did. I was down 80%. I averaged in. We're down now 19 position. Obviously didn't know the CV situation was going to happen. And if I can take this one out for probably break even, I'd be happy with that. I know a few people always say, like, why don't you hold it now? Because you've been down 80% and now you'll be break even. Sometimes when you've just been down on a stock so much and you've had your money tied up there for a little bit, it's good to just take it out when it's break even. So yeah, that's something that I'm planning on doing. Dropbox, one of the best performers actually over the last month. Currently up 46% on this one, and yeah, at the moment it's doing really well. I probably will sell this out about 100% gain, so we'll see how that one goes. Next up, Facebook was one of my biggest positions at one time. This and the combination of the other position that I have in my portfolio. But not really bought any Facebook shares for a very long time. A lot of this were bought in the peak of the Cambridge Analytica, which I believe was either 2018 or 2019. But we're currently up at 82% on this one. I think this will probably go to the 100% club member this year. If not, it will definitely be next year. But yeah. Gang, which is down 9%. These guys pulled out some amazing earnings last earnings season. So yeah, this one should start performing for me at some point. Here, which I've covered quite a bit on the channel recently, just saying that this stock is just really weird. I'm down 24%, but I've been thinking about buying more and more. Just like, I think the combination of the merger and also Chinese stocks being out of favour have hurt it. But with here, I'm down 24%. I might buy a bit more. The problem is I've just got a lot of shares already, so whatever I do buy, I probably will then, if I get break even, trim, just get my average lower. But yeah, I'm down 24%, and I think it's just a crazy valuation. This is definitely, at the moment, the most undervalued company that I currently do own. Next up, JD.com. I've owned these shares for coming, I think, just over 4 years now. Coming up 219%. And yeah, once again, this Chinese stocks out of favour. This was up nearly 400% only a couple of months ago. So yeah, it's definitely had a bit of a pullback with a lot of Chinese stocks. So yeah, I'm just happy to carry on holding them ones. I think my average is like $19, so I don't think I'll ever be able to get that average again on that one, so I just plan to hold that for a very long time. Microsoft, once again, this is a company that I've had for about 3 or 4 years. Quite often, if I'm up this much, I've normally sold them, but with Microsoft, I just have a really good average of like $80 or something, up 113%. I get a really nice dividend from it, and yeah, no plans to sell. Pinterest up 172%. This has had a bit of a pullback, but still up a fair bit on that one. You know, we've got a nice couple of 100%ers still in this portfolio, and yeah, just no plans to sell that one at all. TDoc, which is like a newish position, which is currently flat at the moment. Just bought that one on the growth stock dip that we had about a few months ago. And then at the top, a bit of a smaller position in Visa. So switching across to my trading 2 and 2 portfolio, you can see there's a few more positions in here, and this is where I'd like to probably trim down by about 3 positions, if I could. But yeah, there's just been a lot of opportunities over the course of the last two years, well, 1.5 years, I guess. You know, we had the CV dip, and then also we had the big massive growth stock crash that will never get recognised as a crash, but it definitely was a crash that happened 2 months ago. So just so many good opportunities out there, and yeah, one of my plans is to scale back a little bit over the coming few months, or the rest of 2021, I guess. So next up is, starting at the top again, is Alibaba, which I'm down 8% on this one. This is one that I'm considering if I can. My priority at the moment is really to build up my cash pile, but if I can, at some point, I might consider buying a little bit more Alibaba, especially if it goes down like 10+%. Like if I'm down 10% on the position, that'd be very tempting. Amazon, which is up 2%. We've got Beyond Meat, which is up 22%. That's had a very good month this month as well. So yeah, that's a really good move from there. I think the worst of that is starting to pass for Beyond Meat. Boeing, which is up 72%. Corsair, which is down 2%. This one, Corsair for me at the moment, is just kind of like stuck in no man's land because it's just kind of recovering after its IPO. So there might be an opportunity to buy some more shares in that at the moment. And then my biggest position at the moment in the stock market portfolio, which is DraftKings, currently flat on that one. It had a bit of a pullback with a lot of these growth stocks, and that was like one of my priorities, was just getting my average down on that one. And yeah, definitely one of my favourite companies. EHang, which has had a very good month as well, currently down 27% on that one. And yeah, that's just a stock for me that I kind of buy and lock away for 5 years, and we'll see how it does. Fintech acquisition, or eToro, play this as a bit of a SPAC stock, and I think that eToro will put some good numbers up. Can't see myself holding this one for too long, but I'm down 90% on that one. So yeah, I kind of play that as a bit more shorter term play. Doesn't seem like it's worked out too much. We'll see exactly what happens. When I bought that, I only had in mind to kind of hold that for about a year-ish and maybe take somewhere between a 30% to 50% gain. So we'll see what happens. Facebook up 62%. Callaway Golf, which has been doing amazing, really good earnings. Golf has just been phenomenal at the moment. So yeah, I think that will be an easy 100% return in the next few years. GNOG up 4%. This one is probably slightly undervalued still. I think that should be a lot higher. InMode, which has just been an absolute beast, up 164% on that one. Planet 13, which is like my MJ play, which we're currently up 5% on that one. Shopify, which we're up 6% on that one. Once again, I think this should be doing a lot better after the earnings that they pulled out. Skills, a very good month for Skills as well, up 32%. I actually trimmed a little. I've been trimming Skills a little bit, and my last little trim that I took on it was at 50%, which is just crazy to say that. I think the last time we did this portfolio review, I think I was actually down like maybe 10% on that one. So yeah, a really good month from Skills. So yeah, I was actually thinking about making a video on it at some point. Square, which I'm down, I'm just flat on it, it's 0%. Tattoo Chef, which is a pretty decent big position on this one, up 25% on this one. Tesla, which I'm down 8%. Obviously there's a few things going on with Tesla at the moment, but just want to keep a little small holding there because I do think they're a very exciting company. I think the best days are a little bit behind them now, but I don't think, as in they will never like 10x again, but I think they'll still perform pretty well. Turtle Beach, which has done really well as well, that's up at 82%. So a little bit more Visa, which is up 15%, and Walt Disney, which I were buying a bit more in the CV dip, which is up 54%. So yeah, currently that's my US stock market portfolio. Like I say, I'm very happy with how it's performing. Obviously, you got some new blood in here. Some of the older stocks, you can see some really good gains on them. As well as that, as you guys that might be here following the portfolio for a long time, you'll know that we've also took some really nice gains as well. So yeah, kind of my priorities right now are still like, I probably won't be buying as much, probably trimming, building up the cash pile as well. That's one thing. And pretty much the rest of the 2021, my focus is hoping that we have a pretty much a steady finish to 2021, and probably like look at, you know, rebalancing a little bit, and probably like say probably looking at probably selling 3 positions, just balance it out. So considering the ones that I'm probably considering the most are probably, like I say, Carnival. I would like to probably get rid of that one. Probably eToro I'd probably get rid of because it was a bit of a shorter term play. And then maybe towards the end of the year, maybe the start of 2022, probably Turtle Beach, because I think the gaming cycle will have slowed down a little bit by the time we get around to that sort of period. So we'll see what exactly happens anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. As always, smash the like button if you did find it helpful, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.